So I'm making good living because I can say I have a secure job. I work in the computer industry for over the past 15 years now. I'm still doing that now. And if you name all these restaurants in Markham, because I work in the Markham area, I go to restaurant a lot. I eat a lot too, so I eat every kind of food. And that's why I put a lot of weight, 195 pounds. And the way the thing started, before when I sleep, I don't snore. I start snoring, and my wife keeps holding my nose every night because she can't sleep. That's the thing. When you start having those kind of things, it's a sign that something is wrong with you. But I keep making excuses because my wife cannot sleep. Every time you keep holding my nose in the bed, I say, leave me, I want to sleep. He said, yeah, before you don't snore, why can't you start snoring now? Then I said, oh, maybe I'm going over. But I keep finding all kind of excuses. And one day I was going to work, I was driving. And believe me or not, I cannot read anything, any sign on the road. My eye just go blurry. I said, what happened? I take a handkerchief from my pocket. All the time I have to go like this. Still I can't see. Then I went to work, and one of the guys advised me. He said, Don, what's the last time you've been to the checkup? I said, I don't go to the checkup. Nothing happened to me, so I have to go to the checkup. Only my wife takes my children to the doctor all the time. Me, I don't go. 3 or 4 years, maybe I go only once. I thought to myself, I'm fit. Nothing happened to me. Until that July 2005, it was a disaster. Then when the guy told me, okay, can I take a sample of your urine? He said, okay. He take my blood sample. And the test, I was there, and the result came out. Then the guy came to me. He said, this way you have a diabetes. I said, diabetes? I don't have a diabetes. I'm okay. Then it's okay, there's a result now, it's 23. He said, your sugar level is 23. Then I said, it's supposed to be how much or how many? He said, it's supposed to be about 4 or 5 or 6. Because I went here about 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know anything about diabetes. He said. Then the guy said, no, you have this for a long time. I said, no, I didn't know. He said, sometimes you had it, but you don't know. Unless something, the symptom keep happening then before you know. Then he said, you have a family doctor? I said, yes. He said, what was the last time you saw your family doctor? Maybe I said, maybe 1 year or 2 years ago. I don't go to the doctor here. Then he said, you know what? I'll give you some paperwork. Then I said, give me any tablet? And he said, no, you can't give me a tablet because it's a walking clinic. The one on Lawrence and the Kitchen Road, close to the Royal Bank there. The guy said, no, you can't give me any tablet or anything. He said, but the guy said, you have to lower it down because in the morning, 10 o'clock, you haven't eaten yet and your sugar level is 23. He said, you have a serious problem. Then I went back, and the next day I visited my doctor. Then he said, okay, you have to undergo a lot of tests to make sure you have a diabetes and this. So he sent me to a lot of tests, lab tests. And 3 days after, I went back to see my doctor, and the result came. When I went to the office, he said, Dom, you're in the bad shape, man. Then they said, why? He said, your sugar level is 23. The 3 marks, because there's a test called A1C. I don't know if you guys know about that test. It's a test that measures the average sugar in your blood for the past 3 months. So if you have the test today, if they do that test for you, they will know when you have the diabetes. Maybe you have it about 6 months ago, they will know. So they call it A1C test, A1% or whatever. Then he said, no, he said, Dom, my doctor said, you have to bring it down. I said, bring it down? Then he said, you have to give me some those prescription drugs. He gave me one called metformin, 3 big pills. I said, wow. He said, you have to take this. He said, if you don't bring it down, you're going to invade all your cells and a lot of complications. If you have a diabetes, you may lose your eye, you may lose your leg, you may have a kidney problem. He started telling me all those kind of things. Believe me. After I take the tablet, I went to the Walmart, I go buy the tablet, I was going home, I couldn't sleep. If I'm thinking about all these complications, this diabetes, if you don't take good care of diabetes, it will kill you, your short life, you know. It was a nightmare. I went home, my wife cooked everything, I said, I'm not eating. My wife was begging me. He said, don't eat. I said, I don't want to eat because anytime I'm scared. Anytime I eat, my sugar just go up. Look, 10 o'clock, I didn't even eat yet, and my sugar was already 23. So then I started taking the pill. It's called metformin. Actually, I have the pill. I have the remaining one, but I left it home. So whatever, I will show it. I used to show it to people because I couldn't finish all the pill before I find aloe vera. That's I'm giving the story. And I keep taking the pill, but every day they give me the machine. So I test my blood some 18, some 20 in the morning. I don't even eat yet. Believe me, just in the period of 3 or 4 days, if you see me, I start losing weight. I start losing it because I'm not eating too. I feel weak, but I'm scared to eat the food. And I start taking the drug my doctor gave to me, and still I'm getting 18 and 19. Until one day I find this lady. It's my friend. I know her for a long time. I just called her. I say, you know why? I was diagnosed with diabetes because after the doctor told me all this complications, I went to the internet. I went to read all this complication about diabetes and everything. And one more thing, my cholesterol was so high. And my doctor said, no, we have to bring the cholesterol down. Otherwise, you're going to have a problem, heart attack, because your artery is blocked. There's no blood going through the artery. You can collapse anytime. Believe me, that week, it was like I'm dying, man. Oh, my goodness. Then I said, okay, I have to take the pill. I was taking the pill after 3 or 4 days. I called my doctor. I said, anytime I take the pill, I have a stomach ache. You know, in the morning, I feel bad. But still, the thing's not going the way it's supposed to go. Until I met this lady, and which is already in a forever living. Then he told me, he said, no, why don't you try aloe vera? I said, aloe vera? Aloe vera? We have aloe vera back home in Africa, but I don't think this thing will do anything about diabetes. I was making a lot of big mouth out of the lady. Then the lady keep pushing me. Then I said, no, I won't buy it. He keep saying, don't try. Aloe vera help a lot of people with diabetes and this thing. Since your diabetes is so fresh, maybe it will work even faster for you. Then I said, are you sure? Then I keep telling the lady, leave me about those your marketing stuff. You know, we live in Canada for so long, so I keep telling her so about marketing stuff. Maybe try to sell me aloe vera for the money. Then I said, no. Then but one day, then I said, maybe let me try. Then I told her to give me one bottle, the yellow one. Then after he gave me the yellow bottle, I started drinking it. Just after 2 or 3 days, I see my sugar level just going down. Wow. I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, I take the machine, I press my finger, and then I see it again, 12. First time. I was jumping, I was straight. My wife still sleeping, I go and help her. I say, wake up. The sugar goes down.
After how many days your sugar was a little bit low? Like how many days you drink aloe vera?
After I start drinking the aloe vera,
yeah, how many days?
I can say about 3 to 4 days. I can see that there's a lot of improvement going down. But before I was taking this metformin, still 18, 19, and this thing.
So after 3 days drinking aloe vera,
yeah,
your sugar was 12?
It was going down straight.
From 23 to 12.
Okay. Yeah. It was a mix of prescription medicine and aloe vera? Or
no, yeah, because at the beginning, because I'm still taking the metformin, and so I'll come to that, I will explain to you. I'm still taking the metformin, I'm still drinking the aloe vera. And I see that my sugar level starts going down. And I wake up my wife, I say, it looks like this thing is working. But how can I know whether it's the metformin is working or aloe vera? I like a proof. So I say, I know what I'm going to do. So instead of taking the 3-pill metformin, I told my wife, I'm going to reduce one myself. I'll reduce one. I like to try things. Then I'm start taking 2 pills now. I start drinking aloe vera. And also, the lady told me also, she said, Don, since your cholesterol is high, why don't you try the fish oil, the omega-3? I didn't know anything about omega-3 before. And I said, okay, give me that thing like a business is working. Give me that one. Then I'll start taking that one as well. Then I keep going. And every day, believe me, I can still improve. You know why? I cut it to 2 pills, I cut it to one pill. And still, every morning, I see my sugar level keep going down. After 3 weeks, I stop my metformin completely. I stop it. Then I say, let me see if this yellow bottle aloe vera is really working. And I try.
What is the dose every day? So how did you drink aloe vera?
You know what? To tell you the truth, why you are in the dying hope, like you know you are going to die, I don't even measure too much how much I'm drinking. believe me. I don't, because I know it's like I'm going to die. Every time I go, I just pour it. I don't measure.